Yo, wait, let me make sure. Oh yeah, we good. Yeah, YouTube, what's going, man? One way shotty back with another banger YouTube video, man. You know what I'm saying, guys. You know what I'm saying, guys. Nah, just kidding. But nah, man, one way shotty back with another video. Today we're gonna be watching your most frightening experience. Keep it 100 cut. And yeah, man, what can I say? There's nothing to say, man. Let's get right to the banger video.
Scariest
Content.
moment of your life.
I thought I had herpes once. She texted me saying, hey, thought I should let you know that I have herpes.
Why didn't she let you know the night before?
That's what I was saying.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You go out bad, bro. That's tough. Imagine a girl just burn you and just move on about her day. Oh, hell nah, she gonna have to die.
Name the scariest moment of your life.
Scariest moment of my life.
Man, there have been a couple that have really rocked me to my core.
I have to think about that one.
Probably when my mom speaks English to me. When she goes English. Then you know you're really in trouble.
What was the scariest moment of your life?
One time when I was flying, when we were taking off, the plane dropped significantly. I was traveling.
I ain't gonna cap. That junk do feel weird in your stomach. I mean, it ain't even no frightening, but that shit is, it is crazy though.
Abroad one time, there was a fight in the street, and some guy pulled out a sword.
Anytime I see a
What the fuck? That nigga was on some Star Wars shit.
spider, I don't care. Get me the fuck out.
I had a shrooms trip. The effects of the drugs on my brain are my body's way of telling me that I've been poisoned and I'm actually dying.
I've been lots of tornadoes from the Midwest. I always thought that was just a part of normal life.
She looked like girl from Stranger Things. What's that girl name? The little boy's sister.
I walked down to a coffee shop. I ordered my drink, handed the card. Next thing I know, I woke up bleeding from my head. I had mono, and apparently mono-induced seizures are a thing.
What's the scariest
Yeah, that's scary. I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck?
moment of your life?
I was camping with my family, and my daughter had a seizure in the middle of the night, and we didn't know what to do. Luckily, we had our camp neighbor. She was a nurse, so she gave my daughter CPR. Her eyes would always roll back. She was crying, and I think that was the moment where I felt the weakest.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a signal from God, cause how you end up with a nurse out there, that's a blessing.
I didn't know what to do.
My wife had our second kid at the birth center. When my son came out, he was gray and...
Gray? Oh, like he couldn't breathe. Oh.
And wasn't breathing and wasn't moving. And then I saw my midwife's face and I got really terrified. The midwife assistant brought the baby into the water and rubbed him in there, and then he got color in his skin and began to cry.
That's like getting baptized? Like, what the fuck?
And for those 30 seconds, I thought the worst.
How does your body react when you're scared?
I get shaky a little bit.
Heart palpitations.
My mind is just running, so many different questions in my head.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
Ooh.
Oh, scariest moment of my life. There's a lot.
When I came out to my family.
I had to come out to my grandma over the phone.
What was grandma's reaction?
She was definitely in denial.
I was in Hawaii.
Oh, hell no.
With my boyfriend at the time. We were sitting in a parking lot and a car goes by. They slow down and glare at us with this look of just contempt, disgust. And they zoom into the parking lot that we're in. And I just grabbed my boyfriend's hand and stood up and ran. We found a thrift store. Sorry. And they let us come in. They let us hide in back.
Bro, now how you know they just after you like that, bro? They probably wasn't even staring at you. They probably trying to see who you were. I mean, see if you was somebody they was looking for, bro. Like you probably over exaggerate. I ain't gonna say you not though. You feel me? But hey,
It was just terrifying.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
Scariest moment of my life was being homeless.
We had to evacuate from a wildfire.
I went to Europe with an influencer. He essentially groomed me and then confessed his love for me in Paris. When I didn't reciprocate feelings, he mentioned how he wanted to kill me. So
That's horrifying. I'm sorry.
Damn. This nigga was on a Get Out episode in real life. That's not funny. This nigga almost got Jeffrey Dahmer.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
Probably when I was raped. He said, I thought you would have said yes anyway. So.
Violence.
I ain't gonna lie. That nigga wild.
My childhood by people I trusted.
My dad was physically abusive to my mom for a long time. He had her hair and was drowning her in a bathtub. And I was watching that.
How old were you?
7? 6 or 7?
Tell me about the
Damn, bitch, you not gonna help your mama?
scariest moment of your life.
When I got 3rd-degree burns.
Broke my back.
First time that I got COVID.
My brother, he broke his neck in high school.
Going in for a surgery.
I had a spinal cord injury.
How did the injury happen?
Bungee jumping.
I accidentally dried my cat in the dryer. Finding him after my mom found him was probably the most
You dried your cat in the dryer. Man.
terrified I've ever been in my life.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
I got into a car accident.
Car accident? Car accident. Car accident.
Where the car has
I ain't gonna cap. I've never been in one before, and I probably never do. But I feel like that is a scary ass moment.
skid out a couple times, and I had hit both sides of the freeway. My life kind of flashed before my eyes.
When I was 15, I was driven off of a 300-foot cliff.
There was like a lot of blood and it was really traumatizing.
It just shook me.
I thought I might die, but I did make it back safely.
My mom was in the car with me, and I just had like a flash of like, what if I had accidentally killed my mother?
It was terrifying in that moment to be like, oh my gosh, like I could have just killed someone.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
I almost drowned when I was a kid, when I was like 8 years old.
There was an undercurrent and I was being swept farther and farther away from the shore.
Once he like had walked back to the beach, he was just like ghostly white.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't trust water.
It was like really scary to see my dad like that.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
I've had a lot of medical problems.
When I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
My appendix was in the wrong place. It was all the way back here, and it should be right here.
I would have these problems where like, I would just like experience paralysis. Some of my scariest moments have been, oh no, is my life like kind of over? Like how am I gonna get past this?
What's the scariest moment of your life?
Almost losing my partner. He has cancer.
Realizing eventually my grandmother who raised me would die.
When my mom had a stroke.
My dad passed away when I was young.
And my dad was having a seizure. Was he okay after?
That was the start of us discovering that he had terminal brain cancer.
The doctors telling her that it was very possible she was going to die.
The morning that my grandfather died, we're just like seeing this happen, and that was pretty awful.
Someone who I've grown up with and have idolized and loved and has like watched me grow is like no longer here.
Right after my dad died, I was hiking. He fell off a cliff, so I was looking.
Damn, gang, why you gotta say it like that? Nigga say you fell off a cliff, all casual and shit.
Looking down, and I just remember shaking like I could not even move.
It never really gets like easier losing someone that you really love. You just find ways to just kind of look at more of like the beauty in what you were able to experience. You know, I wish I still had that, but you know.
What's the scariest moment of your life?
When I was 15, I was driven off of a 300-foot cliff. It was
Now that is insane.
My best friend at the time's boyfriend. They got in a fight. Next thing I know, he just turned up the radio and stepped on the gas. I just remember seeing the curve coming, and then he didn't stop and just started driving towards it, and then
Yo, what? This nigga got into an argument with your best friend and just said, fuck, everybody's going out. And you ain't, Oh, nah.
And I remember the car tipped over the edge of the cliff, and I realized that the headlights didn't reach the bottom, and I just remember thinking, this is gonna hurt a lot, and then I just closed my eyes. But that caused a lot of...
Damn, that's scary as fuck. Talking about this is gonna hurt a lot, closing your eyes? Hell nah, you just bracing for it, and then... No, I'm just playing.
PTSD, and also it was really scary. 300 feet, we flipped 3 times. Hit the mountain every time we flipped on the way down.
Did everyone survive?
Yeah, everyone survived. I was
How are you not paralyzed or anything?
the worst hurt. Pretty much like all of the left side of my body was broken, and I had to be in a wheelchair for almost 2 years, and just a lot of physical therapy and recovering after that.
That's crazy. Anyways, man, that's gonna do it for the video, man. If you like the video, leave a like, why not a comment, and make sure you turn on post notifications because we post daily, twin. That's gonna do it for the video, though, man. 1 Week Shotty gonna get up out of here, man. Love y'all boys, man. And yeah, man, stay up to date with me on my socials in the description box. That's all I got.